And after several cancer-causing ingredients that were found in many cake samples.
A teenage cancer patient has told ITV News about
cancer of the exocrine pancreas is a highly lethal malignancy.
Problem of breast cancer, as you mentioned, it is.
This script delves into 6 powerful food hacks that can help you enhance your health, combat cancer, and support fat loss. These hacks leverage the latest scientific research, showcasing how certain foods can not only nourish, but also protect the body at a cellular level. We will explore how dark leafy greens, berries, healthy fats from nuts and seeds, cruciferous vegetables, green tea, and tomatoes can play a crucial role in promoting health and preventing disease. Each of these food categories is backed by scientific research, highlighting their unique properties and benefits for our bodies. Let's dive deeper into each of these food hacks to understand how they work and the impact they can have on our health.
Even when you're 80 years old, it is strong enough to fight cancer. In fact, it can even wipe out metastatic cancer that's spread all over your body. That's how strong your immune system is if you give it the chance. And so here's what the immune system does. It's like an army of super soldiers. So Rangers, SEALs, Marines, Special Forces, they've all got, these are all parts of the immune system, all cells of the immune system. And like the Special Forces, they've got their own weapons, their own training, their own tactics, but they all work together for, the collective good. And what happens is that when you've got good, strong defenses, you can fight off invaders from the outside, bacteria and viruses, for example. But it's not just outside invaders. You got inside invaders as well. And those little microscopic cancers are inside invaders. And so our immune system patrols our body, okay? Cops on a beat. And they're looking for things that don't look right. And you see that microscopic cancer that can't grow because it doesn't have a blood vessels feeding it, angiogenesis. Basically, the immune system goes there and takes them right out, okay? Wow. And takes a sniper shot and it's gone. And so that's why we got to protect our immune system. And there are lots of foods that can actually boost our immunity as well.
What would be those top 3 that boost the immune system?
Blueberries are a food that definitely boosts the immune system. It's in young people as well as older people. They boost the natural killer cells, which is really cool. Broccoli sprouts can boost our immune system. Now, these are the 3-day-old. These are like the 3-day-old sprouts, right?
Okay.
Okay. I mean, okay. Here's something most people don't know. The big broccoli that when we eat broccoli, we really, our moms told us to eat the treetops, right? They're all the same. You go to the freezer section of a grocery store and you buy some frozen broccoli and they all look the same. They're all the same size. That's not really what broccoli looks like. If you go to the farmer's market and you see a real broccoli, it's this gigantic stem with a little bit of treetop. Okay. So what's in a broccoli? It's called sulforaphanes. And that's what gives broccoli that unique taste of broccoli. It's a little sulfurous. Okay. So you got to put a little olive oil, a little bit of garlic, you can saute it up. Okay. So the sulforaphanes. We've done research now looking at what's in the treetops. And it turns out that these sulforaphanes can start.
Hack 1. Dark leafy greens. Dark leafy greens, such as kale, spinach, collard greens, and Swiss chard, are nutritional powerhouses packed with vitamins, minerals, and antioxidants. These greens are particularly high in vitamin K, which plays a crucial role in bone health and blood clotting, and vitamin A, essential for vision and immune function. Additionally, they contain folate, which is important for DNA synthesis and repair, reducing the risk of cancer-related mutations. One of the most significant benefits of dark leafy greens is their ability to combat cancer through a process called anti-angiogenesis. This process inhibits the formation of new blood vessels that tumors require for growth and survival. Research published in the journal Cancer Research suggests that the compounds found in leafy greens, such as flavonoids and carotenoids, can disrupt the signaling pathways that tumors use to develop their own blood supply. Moreover, dark leafy greens are rich in fiber, which not only aids in digestion but also promotes satiety, helping to control weight. Studies have shown that a diet high in fiber is associated with a reduced risk of various cancers, particularly colorectal cancer. The fiber in leafy greens can also help regulate blood sugar levels, making them an ideal food choice for those looking to manage their weight or prevent diabetes. The antioxidants found in dark leafy greens, such as quercetin and camphorol, contribute to their anti-inflammatory properties. Chronic inflammation is a known risk factor for many diseases, including cancer, heart disease, and diabetes. By incorporating these foods into your diet, you can help lower inflammation and support overall health. Additionally, the chlorophyll in green vegetables has been shown to bind to carcinogenic compounds, helping to detoxify the body. Research from the Journal of Nutrition indicates that chlorophyll may have protective effects against certain types of cancer, particularly those associated with the consumption of grilled or charred meats.
Anti-angiogenic, help your body cut off the blood supply to cancer. Broccoli tree tops have it, but guess what? The stalk of the broccoli has twice as much of the good stuff than the treetops.
Eat the stalks.
Eat the stalks. So man, like if you don't want to saute the stalks, like a lot of cultures will just cut the stalks and saute them, stick it in a blender. You can make it into a smoothie or make a soup out of it, you know? And so there's a lot of good things you can do. Put a little broccoli stem, little oregano powder, you know, you can do light it right up, a little turmeric. It'll be really good a smoothie or a soup. However, here's the thing. So imagine this adult broccoli having these sulforaphanes. Well, it turns out that these big broccoli plants used to be sprouts. And the sprouts pretty much were sprouted from the seed with all the sulforaphanes it's ever going to have. All right. So when it gets bigger, it just gets distributed with the stalk closer to the ground having more of it, of course. But the broccoli sprouts have 100 times more of the sulforaphanes, the good stuff, as a grown-up broccoli. So broccoli sprouts. Now, studies have been done to show that if you give people a flu shot, people in the winter should get a flu shot so you don't get the flu. All right, just go to your drugstore to get one. Turns out that if you they did a study looking at people getting the flu shot, and they gave half the people a little shake made with broccoli sprouts, and the other group just got a placebo. And the people who got the broccoli sprout shake and the flu shot, their beneficial response of their immune system is 22 times higher. Like it totally rocked if they actually had a broccoli sprout shake. So that's not food versus medicine. That is food and medicine, which is really cool, right?
Interesting.
So we never want to throw out, we don't want to throw out the baby with the bathwater. We want to figure out how to make everything work even better.
Absolutely.
How do people melt the fat, Dr. Lee? We're living in a time now where half the population almost is not just overweight, but obese. How do we solve this?
You know, there's a lot to unpack in that question. And I like to start by basically saying that my book, Eat to Beat Your Diet, the title's a little bit of a trick title because it's not a diet book. It's kind of an anti-diet book.
Act 2. Berries for cancer prevention and fat burning. Berries, including blueberries, strawberries, raspberries, and blackberries, are not only delicious but also exceptionally nutritious. They are among the richest sources of antioxidants in the diet, particularly anthocyanins, which are responsible for their vibrant colors. These antioxidants have been shown to reduce oxidative stress in the body, a key contributor to chronic diseases, including cancer. Numerous studies support the cancer-fighting properties of berries. For instance, research published in the American Journal of Clinical Nutrition has demonstrated that the consumption of berries can inhibit the growth of cancer cells and reduce the risk of cancer metastasis. The anthocyanins in berries are thought to work by interfering with the processes that lead to inflammation and cell proliferation, ultimately reducing tumor growth. In addition to their anti-cancer benefits, berries are excellent for weight management and fat burning. They are low in calories and high in fiber, which promotes feelings of fullness and reduces overall calorie intake. A study published in Obesity found that individuals who consumed berries as part of a calorie-restricted diet experienced greater weight loss compared to those who did not include them. Berries also have a low glycemic index, which means they do not cause rapid spikes in blood sugar levels. This is particularly beneficial for individuals looking to manage their weight or prevent diabetes. The fiber in berries slows down the absorption of sugar, leading to more stable energy levels and reduced cravings. Furthermore, berries are packed with vitamins and minerals, including vitamin C, vitamin K, and manganese, which are essential for overall health. Vitamin C is a powerful antioxidant that supports immune function, while vitamin K plays a role in bone health and blood clotting. The presence of these nutrients further enhances the health benefits of berries. Research has also indicated that the regular consumption of berries can improve brain health. Studies have shown that the antioxidants in berries can reduce cognitive decline and improve memory function, making them a smart choice for both physical and mental well-being.
Big size body, like a weightlifter in the Olympics, or a thin body, like a javelin thrower in the Olympics, it can grow inside. And that fat is sort of like the peanuts for packing, as we talked about, except when it starts to grow excessively, it goes from being a packing peanuts into turning into a baseball glove that wraps around your organs and chokes your organs.
Ooh.
And it can happen whether you're apparently thin or you, obviously, if you actually have excess weight. All right, that's white fat. Both not so good for you. Visceral fat, deadly.
So both the subcutaneous fat and the visceral fat are white fat.
Correct.
Got it.
Right. Now, the other kind of fat that's not white fat, the other kind, is called brown fat. You know, you're starting to see and hear about brown fat, and, you see it online, you see some advertising for it. A lot of people in the weightlifting world and bodybuilding world talk about brown fat. I'm not coming from that sector. I'm coming at this really as a scientist and a doctor. And let me tell you something about brown fat. It's absolutely fascinating because only recently have we discovered that humans have not just a little brown fat, but a lot of brown fat. And brown fat is different than white fat because it's not jiggly. It's not lumpy, bumpy, jiggly. It's not under your arm. And it's definitely not subcutaneous. You can't see it. It's not under the skin. Brown fat is paper thin, wafer thin. Okay, so Think about it. Fat as thin?
Yeah.
Wait a minute.
Yeah.
That seems to be a contradiction in terms. But yeah, brown fat are thin sheets, and it's not close to the skin when you can't see it. It's close to the bone. All right, it's deep. And it actually is plastered around our neck, plastered underneath our breastbone, around like a girdle around our chest, under our arms, a little bit in the back, a little bit in your belly scattered. Okay, and that fat has space heater function.
Wow.
It's like a nuclear plant that can fire up when it's stimulated in order to burn energy. So it really actually activates your metabolism. And as it does that, it needs fuel, right? The space heater needs power, it needs gas, it needs to get fuel. Where does it draw the fuel? Where does brown fat draw the fuel from? Brown fat draws its fuel to burn from white fat. So brown fat is good fat that can fight white fat when it's bad fat. Fat versus fat.
Wow.
Another totally interesting thing that you can actually think about fighting fat with fat.
It's like a civil war happening in your own body.
Yeah, exactly. Except that they all started out being friends and all started out creating kind of a peaceful society.
Yeah, well, they should, ideally we'll return to that. So how do we then, you've mentioned what brown fat does, and you mentioned where it tends to habitate in the body. How do we stoke that fire? And how do we encourage its proliferation if it's so good for us? Can we even do that?
Yeah. Well, look, I want to tell you a little story about how brown fat in humans was discovered because it's so fascinating. I think that there's so much to be learned about the origin stories and the history of things because it just gives us a better appreciation that this isn't just a trend or a fad. This is something real that was discovered over time. Okay, so in the 1700s, there was a naturalist, kind of somebody who studies nature named Conrad Gessner. He lives in Switzerland, and he was really interested in understanding.
Hack 3. Healthy fats from nuts and seeds. Nuts and seeds, such as almonds, walnuts, chia seeds, and flax seeds, are excellent sources of healthy fats, particularly omega-3 and omega-6 fatty acids. These essential fats are crucial for maintaining cellular integrity and supporting various bodily functions, including hormone regulation and inflammation control. Omega-3 fatty acids, in particular, have garnered significant attention for their anti-inflammatory properties, which play a role in reducing the risk of chronic diseases, including cancer. Research indicates that regular consumption of nuts and seeds can lead to improved heart health. For instance, a study published in the New England Journal of Medicine found that individuals who consumed nuts regularly had a lower risk of cardiovascular disease and improved cholesterol levels. The monounsaturated fats in nuts can help lower bad cholesterol, LDL levels, while raising good cholesterol, HDL levels, contributing to better heart health. Nuts and seeds are also rich in fiber, which aids in digestion and promotes a feeling of fullness. This can be particularly beneficial for weight management, as the fiber content helps control appetite and reduces the likelihood of overeating. A study in the journal Nutrition highlighted that incorporating nuts into the diet was associated with significant reductions in body weight and waist circumference. Additionally, nuts and seeds are packed with antioxidants, vitamins, and minerals that support overall health. For example, walnuts are a rich source of alpha-linolenic acid, ALA, a type of omega-3 fatty acid that has been shown to have anti-cancer effects, particularly in breast and prostate cancer. Flax seeds are another powerful source of ALA and contain lignans, which have been linked to a reduced risk of hormone-related cancers. Furthermore, the presence of vitamin E in nuts, particularly almonds, acts as a powerful antioxidant that helps protect cells from oxidative damage. Vitamin E is also essential for immune function and skin health, making nuts a valuable addition to any diet. Incorporating healthy fats from nuts and seeds can significantly enhance your overall health. Their anti-inflammatory properties, heart health benefits, and role in weight management make them a vital component of a balanced diet.
To say how we can actually improve our metabolism, fight body fat, and actually elevate our health, which is the real goal, our inner health, without ever having to go on a diet. So saying that, I can tell you that the whole idea about body fat, it's loaded. The word fat is actually a real loaded term. In our society, it's associated with a lot of negative connotations, right? When you think about fat, it's usually something not that you don't want. Even if you walk by the butcher section in the grocery store, you see that rind of fat around a steak. Yeah, you'd rather not have that, right? But it turns out, and this is what I write about, that there's a new science to the body that gives us new appreciation of what fat actually does and how that connects to our metabolism in ways that we never thought actually existed. So that fat itself is not a harmful entity. When you've got too much and you got obesity, it is harmful. But up until that point, actually, fat, believe it or not, is a human organ. It's an organ as important as your pancreas, your liver, your spleen, your heart, your lungs. And it actually fulfills very, very important purposes for our everyday health connected to our metabolism. And most people think about fat as something that grows on you. And when you see it, you don't like it. So we all went through this. We've all gone through this, right? Get up in the morning, take a shower, step out of the shower, out of the corner of your eye, you see in the mirror a lump or a bump that you don't want to be there, right? That's what makes you think about body fat. But actually, most people don't think about the fact that body fat actually existed before we were born. And that leads us, I'm a scientist, so I like to ask origin stories. Where does fat come from? And fat starts in the womb.
Wow, it starts in the womb. And certainly the fat that we are packaged with in utero is not bad in any way. It's probably is performing a vital function for life.
Yeah, let me explain that to you. So when your mom's egg met your dad's sperm and they got together, formed a ball of cells that's going to be the future you, right? When they started to make tissue that will ultimately be your organs, the first tissue that got laid down were your blood vessels, because every organ needs circulation. So that gets laid down first, right? So this is like building a house. What goes down first? Well, blood vessels get created when we're created. Second tissue that gets laid down are nerves. And why that? Because every organ needs signaling to be able to tell them what to do. And so your nerves send those signals, right? Seems pretty fun. Like if you were creating a blueprint of a body, those would be the two things that you do. And that's actually what happens.
Hack 4. Cruciferous vegetables for detox and cancer prevention. Cruciferous vegetables, such as broccoli, cauliflower, Brussels sprouts, and kale, are renowned for their health benefits, particularly in cancer prevention. These vegetables are rich in glucosinolates, which are sulfur-containing compounds that, upon digestion, are converted into bioactive compounds like indoles and isothiocyanates. These compounds have been shown to activate detoxification enzymes in the liver, aiding in the elimination of harmful substances from the body. Numerous studies have linked the consumption of cruciferous vegetables to a reduced risk of various cancers, particularly those of the breast, prostate, and lung. A meta-analysis published in the American Journal of Clinical Nutrition found that higher intake of cruciferous vegetables was associated with a significantly lower risk of cancer, particularly among women. The anti-cancer effects of cruciferous vegetables are attributed to their ability to inhibit carcinogenesis through several mechanisms. They reduce inflammation, promote apoptosis, programmed cell death in cancer cells, and suppress tumor growth. Additionally, these vegetables help modulate estrogen metabolism, which is particularly important for reducing the risk of hormone-related cancers. Cruciferous vegetables are also an excellent source of fiber, which supports digestive health and helps regulate blood sugar levels. A high-fiber diet is associated with a lower risk of colorectal cancer, and the fiber in cruciferous vegetables can also aid in weight management by promoting feelings of fullness. Moreover, the high levels of vitamin C and other antioxidants in cruciferous vegetables contribute to their cancer-fighting properties. Vitamin C is essential for immune function and protects cells from oxidative damage. The anti-inflammatory properties of these vegetables further enhance their role in preventing chronic diseases. Incorporating a variety of cruciferous vegetables into your diet can provide significant health benefits. Their detoxifying properties, cancer-fighting capabilities, and nutrient density make them a cornerstone of a healthy diet.
Of this thing is going to completely throw me off because your foundation is so healthy, so resilient that you can enjoy some of these things, because food is not just about fueling our body and avoiding disease. It's all about the joy, social aspects, breaking bread together, so to speak. And that adds a lot to life, including severely reducing stress. And I find that the healthier that I become with the foundation and having a ton of plant foods inside of my diet by volume, I would still say most of the calories, by calorie, it's still probably a little bit heavily reliant on the healthiest quality animal foods that I can find, wild caught fish, grass-fed steak, things like that I'll throw in. But by volume, it's still plants. When I have that base, I also have less desire for these other things. So instead of eating the whole croissant, I was in Mexico City recently and we came by an incredible bakery. I just wanted a little taste. I wanted to get the idea of it. I had a little bit and I was like, that's cool, because I never feel deprived. I never feel that I have to use willpower to say that I can't eat something or that it's bad for me. No, this is something that I can enjoy. I get the point, and then I can move on from there.
Yeah, I know there's this, Japanese saying, harahachi bun mi, that basically says just eat 80% and then leave, like quit the clean plate club and don't eat, and just eat 80% of what your body would want. I have another, which I think is really healthy. It's kind of like your own way to actually have caloric restriction, which we know scientifically is good for you. But I have another story to tell you.
Please.
I traveled to Asia after college, and I was in China, in Beijing. And this is, soon after China, not too long after China opened up for tourism. So, this is many decades ago. And I went to visit the Summer Palace. And I've been back a few times. Obviously, this is way before the pandemic. And you can actually visit the Summer Palace where the Dowager Empress lived. And basically, this royalty of China basically is fed by imperial chefs. and it was a restaurant. So I was honored to be able to dine there. And they wanted to serve an imperial meal to show you what it was like back then. So I'll tell you, most of it was plant-based, but they had 30 different types of dishes that came out in a dinner. 30, okay? And there's no way you can eat 30 dishes, right? I mean, think about it. You go to like a steakhouse, there's no way you're going to eat 30, or you go to a vegetarian restaurant, you're still not going to eat 30 meals. So what I learned that's never left my mind was that, food is pleasurable. And the way that the approach was not to put a lot on the plate, have a lot of different variety to really be able to stimulate the taste buds, get the enjoyment of the food, make people feel like they could indulge and enjoy their meal. And the Dowager Empress would just eat with the chopsticks, just take one bite out of each plate, okay? And just get a sampling. And so that's what I realized when you're talking about the croissant, it brought that memory back to me,
Hack 5. Green tea for fat loss and health. Green tea has been revered for centuries for its health benefits, primarily due to its high concentration of catechins, particularly epigallocatechin gallate, EGCG. These powerful antioxidants are known for their ability to combat oxidative stress and inflammation, making green tea a formidable ally in the fight against chronic diseases, including cancer and heart disease. Numerous studies have demonstrated the fat-burning properties of green tea. Research published in the American Journal of Clinical Nutrition found that the catechins in green tea can increase fat oxidation and improve insulin sensitivity. This effect is particularly beneficial for individuals seeking to manage their weight or improve metabolic health. The caffeine content in green tea also contributes to enhanced energy expenditure and fat oxidation, making it a popular choice for those looking to boost their metabolism. Moreover, green tea has been shown to reduce the risk of various types of cancer. A comprehensive meta-analysis published in the Journal of Nutrition revealed that regular consumption of green tea is associated with a lower risk of developing breast, prostate, and colorectal cancers. The protective effects are attributed to the ability of catechins to inhibit tumor growth, prevent angiogenesis, and enhance the body's detoxification processes. In addition to its cancer-fighting properties, green tea is known to support heart health. Research published in the Journal of the American College of Cardiology found that individuals who regularly consumed green tea had a significantly lower risk of cardiovascular disease. The antioxidants in green tea help reduce LDL cholesterol levels and improve arterial function, contributing to overall cardiovascular health. Green tea also plays a role in enhancing brain function. Studies have indicated that the combination of caffeine and L-theanine, an amino acid found in green tea, can improve cognitive performance, attention, and mood. This makes green tea not only a refreshing beverage, but also a smart choice for mental clarity. Hack 6. Tomatoes for heart health and cancer prevention. Tomatoes are a staple in many diets worldwide and are well known for their numerous health benefits. They are an excellent source of vitamins C and K, potassium, and folate. However, the standout component of tomatoes is lycopene, a powerful antioxidant responsible for their vibrant red color. Lycopene has been extensively studied for its health-promoting properties, particularly in relation to cancer and heart health. Research has demonstrated that lycopene possesses anti-cancer properties, particularly against prostate cancer. A study published in Cancer Epidemiology, Biomarkers and Prevention found that men who consumed more tomatoes and tomato products had a significantly lower risk of developing prostate cancer. Lycopene works by inhibiting cancer cell growth, reducing inflammation, and promoting apoptosis in cancer cells. In addition to its anti-cancer effects, lycopene has been linked to heart health. A review in the Journal of Nutrition concluded that higher tomato consumption is associated with a reduced risk of cardiovascular disease. Lycopene helps lower LDL cholesterol levels and blood pressure, contributing to overall cardiovascular health. Furthermore, it has anti-inflammatory properties that can reduce the risk of atherosclerosis, a condition characterized by the hardening of the arteries. Tomatoes also contain a variety of phytochemicals and antioxidants that enhance their health benefits. For instance, the vitamin C in tomatoes supports immune function and skin health, while potassium is essential for maintaining healthy blood pressure levels. Cooking tomatoes can actually increase the bioavailability of lycopene. Research has shown that processing tomatoes, such as in sauces or soups, can enhance the absorption of lycopene, making cooked tomatoes even more beneficial.